Yo, what's up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to VVS Sound. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Look, man, I got a really quick, really cool video for you guys. I'm going to show you guys what to do when your beat has a little bit too much mud, a little bit too much low end. I'm going to show you how that can really affect your song and how to get rid of it and make your song still sound great. All right, so I'm not going to overtalk it. I'm going to jump right into it. We're actually working in InstaMix again, man. And look, if you do not have a template, you've got to check out InstaMix. All right, if you've only been using the free template, you've got to check out InstaMix because this thing is going to completely change. I won't even talk about it. Watch this. About to show you just how powerful InstaMix is.
I'm getting richer with this broken soul. Niggas crashing out, I cannot take no more. Sometimes I think to myself, why I get so out of control. My girl that gone, I can't talk to him no more.
So we're going to take those exact same vocals and drop them right into InstaMix.
Getting richer with this broken soul. Too many niggas crashing out, I cannot take no more. Sometimes I think to myself, why I get so out of control. My girl that gone, I can't talk to him no more.
All we did was drag and drop in InstaMix, the exact same settings. It's a completely different track. Look, man, pick up your copy today and be able to mix your songs instantly. Let's get it. Peace. All right, bet. So I'm going to play back the song a little bit for you, let you hear what we're working with, and then I'm going to show you, what I did to get it to sound this way. All right, let's play it.
Slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon' send that.
Okay, bet. So that's after I kind of affected the beat and everything. And actually, this is the preset that comes within InstaMix that's gonna already control the beat for you. So that's tip number one. If you don't want to have to worry about any of this, pick up InstaMix, man. 'Cause I did it for you already. All right, so here I'm gonna take that off, and you'll hear the difference.
Slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon' send that.
All right, cool. So the difference is you'll hear it a lot more if you're on bigger speakers, or if you're listening on your headphones, or if you got a subwoofer. You'll definitely hear the difference because the build up in this track is really in the sub frequencies. It's really in the frequencies that you feel more than you hear. So the first tip I can give you when you're trying to control that is to roll off some of the low end. So let's go down to the virtual mix rack, and I'll show you where I started. The first thing I have right here is just the channel emulation that I have on every channel, and that is actually just in place to make the entire song sound like we recorded it through a board. In this case, we're using the SSL emulation. All right, so after that, I went and continued with the SSL, and we went for the EQ section. Now, if you start down here at the bottom, you'll see I'm rolling off up to 30 hertz. And really, that's because that low frequency is really going to be making your speakers work a lot. It's going to make your woofer move a lot, and so that's when you're going to start to get distortion. You're going to start to lose a lot of the mid-range, especially on cheaper speaker systems, because the woofer is moving so much to move the air of that bass that it's really going to hurt you some. So the first thing I do is roll off that low end, right? So here I'm going to bypass everything else, and you just kind of hear what the low end roll off does.
Slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then
And so if you're struggling getting headroom out of your track or out of your beat, the first tip I would say is to roll off the low end. Because if you roll off, I say anything below 30 hertz, if you roll off those frequencies, you're gonna instantly get a little bit more headroom, because generally there's sound down there that you can't hear, and it's just rumble, it's boomy, you don't really need it in your song. Okay, so that's the first frequency we rolled off down there, just everything under 30 hertz. Then I created a bell curve right around 60. I keep moving it right around 61, and I'm taking out 4 dB there. So it's a bell, which means it's a curve, it's a dip, but I'm not affecting anything on either side of it, just the things that fall under the curve. Okay, so at 61, this is what that sounds like. But also remember, when you're using this kind of setup, you can play with this frequency. I would say anything in the 75 to 50 range, you might want to duck out some, and mess with the volume too. You might want to take more than 4 dB, you might want to take less than 4 dB. It's really song specific. I just want to give you guys the techniques. All right, so we rolled that off, and I'm going to exaggerate it so you can hear it, and then I'll bring it back to the subtle way we ended up using it.
Slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the
So you see how thin and small the beat gets when we roll off, what is that, 15 dB in that 60 range? But if we do it subtly, we can reduce the impact of that low end frequency while maintaining the bass in the song, still making the song feel full and alive. So really we can dial it all the way down as much as possible and then start to slowly bring it back up until the song starts to sound natural and full again. So let's mess with that.
slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon' send that. Micro Drake, yeah, that shit can get messy. I ran on my racks, now my pockets is heavy. Your nigga with motion, your bitch want sex. Stop calling my phone, little bitch, you can text. Slide on the
Okay, cool. And I'm really into that. I think that sounds good. What I didn't do before, what I'm hearing now is I hear a lot of the point of the kick, the kind of clicky point of part of the kick, and that's usually in the 2.5K range. So let's listen to see if we can find that and dig that out as well.
slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon' send that. Micro Drake, yeah, that shit can get messy. I ran on my racks, now my pockets is heavy. Your nigga with motion, your bitch want sex. Stop calling my phone, little bitch, you can text. Slide on the
All right, bet. So did you hear what happened? We took that kind of piercing clickiness of the kick out and it kind of rebalanced the entire track, because really all we were getting was 808 and kick and not a lot of the sample used, not a lot of the instrumentation. So what we've done is really rebalance the song, rebalance the beat to make it fit better. Okay, so up here in this, where we at 5.6K range, that's really for the hi-hat build up, and a lot of times the claps can get overpowering. So we're just taking a small amount, 3 dB here, just to kind of contain that a little bit, and I'll exaggerate it so you can hear it.
slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon'
A lot of times your songs can get to start to feel harsh and cheap if you don't learn how to control those high-end frequencies. So I rolled off 3 dB there, and then at the high end again we're at 7.5, and I'm just rolling off everything of 7.5 and above is coming down 2.82K. It's doing the exact same thing, it's just controlling that high end to make it sound a little bit more smooth, a little bit more expensive. That's the best way I can put it. So that's our EQ stage. Really, you can stop right there, but I like to try to add some back to what we took. So you guys remember we cut some of that kick out, we cut some of that low end body, and what this compressor is doing, is adding some snap and attack and punch back to the beat. You can see we have a very low mix. We're only using 19% of this compressor, but what it's going to do is add some smack back to what we're doing. So let's listen.
slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon' send that. Micro Drake, yeah, that shit can get messy. I ran on my racks, now my pockets is heavy.
And so the point of using that distressor is to give the illusion of that same volume and attack that we have from the kicks and the snares and everything, but to control it so that we can get more volume out of the overall song. You get what I'm saying? So we're kind of working again, it's a push-pull. We're taking it away so that we can add it again later, or we're adding it now knowing that we're gonna have to control it or tame it a little bit later. So what we've done beforehand is control that, and now we're trying to add a little bit more back in. And that's also what we're doing with this last plugin, the Reviver. So I've taken out a lot of low end, I've taken out a lot of high end. Not a lot, but you know what I mean. I've made moves on the low end, I've made moves on the high end. So I'm using Revival to kind of add some of that tone and presence and saturation back to those frequencies that I cut out. So I'm adding some thickness at the bottom, I'm adding some shimmer on the top to kind of counteract the moves I made. And you can do those things after you've controlled the frequencies that are a problem. So let me take this out, play without it, and I'll play with it in, and you can kind of hear the subtle difference it makes.
slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case, so you know we gon' spin that. Score on my block, then you know we gon' send that. Micro Drake, yeah, that shit can get.
And all it does, honestly, is just add a little bit more life to the song. And you don't have to go crazy. I rarely go above, 25-30% of the knob on the Revival, but it really does a lot to add some life and some body to your song. So look, man, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. If your beat is messy, if your beat is muddy, try to check out these tips. And look, if it's a little bit much, you don't want to do all that, pick up InstaMix, man. It's already done. All right, as always, remember our free template is down below. And if you want to check out InstaMix, it's down below. Remember, I'm VV. Stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
slide on the ops, we gon' get back. He posting them racks, so you know we gon' get that. Out on the case.